Hello, this is Dylan Chang with assignment 4. And let's get started. So this first is the question 1. Um, so this is the optimized box, or the optimized shader, 3D shader. As you can see, there's multiple boxes on the scene. And so here is my HLSL file, just a copy of the regular color selected 3D, but with taking out um, some of the stuff, the multiplications obviously, and then in the shader file, I put the multiplications here, where you just multiply the world by the camera matrices here instead of in the HLSL. And here's me creating the model, like the extra boxes. I do the matrix world multiplications in the initialize instead of in the draw. So it's all nice and optimized. This is again. Side note for the further work, I was not able to understand where, like, to get like performance testing. I tried messing around with the CPU profiling, but I wasn't able to get like numbers that seemed like they were right for like data. But I might just have not been looking in the right places. Anyway, so next, question 2 is the pyramid with the texture on it. Or no, this is question 3. The question 2 was the multiple boxes, which was in the first demo. But this is question 3 then. And this is the pyramid with the textures on them. As you can see, the textures are UV'd correctly, and all the vertices are correct and whatever. Here's that. So in the model tools, I created a new model, pre-made model with the vertices. All the UVs are set up. Oh, here it is. All the UVs are set up so that the texture appears correctly. So that's that basically. And then this is the question 4, the cube. As you can see, texture wraps around nicely. Looks just like what you wanted. And here's the model tools pre-made model. Again, the UVs are correctly set, and it's all upright. Say the correct directions and whatever. It's wrapping nicely. I did not do question 5 because I had problems with it. But I'll look into it after I submit this. And then for the further work number 1, putting a texture onto the unit box, the regular unit box, I was not able to fully understand what was going on, but I found out kind of what was going on. Not really a reason for it though. So what I figured out was going on, this is not test 512. This is my own like TGA file, and it's this. And what I figured out was that it was for some reason taking into account all 4 corners of the file, and it was kind of like averaging the color. So I tested by like putting a little bit of red on this corner and then adding red on each corner. And what was happening was as I added like a different color to each corner, it became more of that color. So since I just have red in this corner and this corner, and then blue is on this corner and this corner, the cube appears to be purple, which makes sense because red and blue make purple, and in equal amounts, it's just straight purple. But if I um, put more red, it would eventually just become red. It doesn't take into account anything but the corners. So what I'm not really sure why that's happening, but um, I'm assuming somewhere it's taking into account like the zeros and ones somewhere, and like kind of using that as a kind of like UV mapping, where like the corners stand for like 0 and 0 or something like that, 0001 or whatever, and it's like somehow like taking into account all four corners and then just applying the whatever, since it can't read the texture, it's just applying that as a color to the whole thing. I'm not really sure. But yeah, that's it for assignment 4.